What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 34 of our Madden 22 Pink Slips franchise here on PC with our modded team, our custom Vancouver Grizzlies. And in today's episode, it's going to be a special triple header. We are finishing the regular season here. Our playoff hopes are dashed right now. Best case scenario is we finish not last in the AFC South, and ends up being an unsuccessful defense of our Super Bowl title. But again, I mean, our roster was absolutely depleted. And this has been, honestly, it's been tough. This has probably been the hardest series I've had the willingness to keep the longevity to it without just being like, all right, we gotta, make the difficulty easier. So we just stuck with it. It's that slow burn. It's what we want, man. I don't want this series to be rushed. I want it to be that slow build back up to a perennial contender, and just see all, the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys and everything like that. All the cliches you could possibly say. We're kind of experiencing that this season with the Grizzlies. But before we even focus on any of these games, we ended with a victory, a Week 15 victory, very close, 34-31 over the Houston Texans. And I asked you guys what player we would be getting from that upgrade, and here's what you guys said. So we're going to go with the suggestion from Random Guy, which I can't disagree with anything he says. It makes sense right now, especially with our lack of playmaking in the secondary. To get the upgrade, to send them our slot corner, Marcus Jones, who's a fine slot corner. But he's a slot corner. Anytime you could flip a good, young slot corner for a better, good, young outside corner, you kind of need to make that deal. And I'm pretty sure it's reuniting. Caleb Farley at one point in time was a member of the Vancouver Grizzlies. And we're welcoming him back, man. I mean, you get everything you want. 6'2", elite speed, elite upside, star dev. I feel pretty good about that. And then with the +0, we're going to send Gentry, who's actually been a fairly solid linebacker for us. Has no reason for us to really move on. I have no complaints, but he's a 74 normal, 23-year-old rookie, and we could just get a +0 to get a 74 star dev, 22-year-old rookie. Just makes too much sense there. It's not a massive upgrade, but it is still an upgrade nonetheless. So that is what we're getting from our Texans victory. All right, so now we need to figure out which games we're playing. I'm going to play Sim 1. I'm telling you right now that Week 18 game against the Falcons, I'm playing that game. And I'm going to completely bend the rules in my favor in that matchup, because there's one player that I've wanted to play with the entire Madden 22 cycle, and it's getting very late in the Madden 22 cycle, and I've yet to have that opportunity. I think you know who it is. We'll take one quick look at the Falcons roster. You can probably guess who it is right away. But he's a 96 overall. And for me to get that player, we're going to have to roll a +20. We have Tommy Tremble here, who's 80. So we need a +16. I'm going to say right now, it's not going to be an impulsive, I'm telling you right now, that if we beat the Atlanta Falcons and we get a 5-star, there's no spinning the wheel. I'm taking the +20 and I'm flipping Tommy Tremble for Kyle Pitts. Now, things could happen. Things could go bad. We could lose one of these matchups and end up losing Tommy Tremble and completely, blowing that out of the water. That dream of mine. But I'm saying right now at the beginning of the episode, be warned. And we're probably not. I think we have, one 5-star performance this whole season. But if things go our way, Week 18, I'm getting Kyle Pitts. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But I had to get the 5-star. We had to spin the wheel. And a lot of moving pieces, but I will take my one liberties. I'm on this losing season that we've done everything possible to make it as hard as we possibly can to handicap this team. If things go our way, Week 18, I'm getting Kyle Pitts. So that's one game that we're playing. Then we have Week 17, Week 16, and both the rosters here of the Ravens and the Bucs, they're talented. They're definitely talented rosters, but I think when you look at the Buccaneers, they're a better team. But they have the least annoying player. They have Sam Howell at quarterback. I think I can deal with Sam Howell. You know who's not fun to play against in any circumstance? Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is one of the most unstoppable players in this game. And I feel like, for me, for a game that I'm playing, I'd rather not just play against Lamar Jackson. I think we might have a better shot at winning against a quarterback that can't just run the ball every single time. We do not have the defense to contain Lamar Jackson, but I think we do have the defense to kind of hold up against Mike Evans and all those guys, and Sam Howell at quarterback. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to sim against the Ravens, and then we're going to play against the Bucs and play with modified rules Week 18 season finale against the Atlanta Falcons. All right, first game up against the Baltimore Ravens. It is our sim game. Can Bailey Zappi have some magic? And another thing that's going to be cool with playing our last 2 games is that if things don't go well for Zappe in one of those games, we still have our one opportunity to make Josh Rosen start, just to see what Josh Rosen has. I mean, he spent some time with Atlanta, but I mean, I'm telling you, man, look at this. We might not win this game, but we were up 10-0 with a sub-70 overall quarterback. You know, that doesn't happen all the time in the sim. I've had sims where your quarterbacks are just absolute garbage and they can't do anything. AKA, you know, Davis Mills, who had, you know, was what, 5 points better? So it's not going to be a win. Game got kind of blown apart there, but we were the better team for the first quarter, all right? That's worth something in today's NFL. But my God, this team is just bullshit. It's so bad. You know what? Maybe we'll have to switch it up. Looking at the box score, they're not, you know, we were gassing up the wrong guy. So looking at Baltimore, they won the game by 21, which is worth two stars. They also had the turnover battle, which is where they half-starred. Look at the player stats. This is where we got lucky. Lamar Jackson, no scoring. Look at Zappe. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. You know, I don't know, man. That's a bad game. That's a bad game. I feel like after a game like that, maybe we see what Rosen has, and then we can go back to Zappe. You know, when we play, we can throw the quick short throws to Zappe and be efficient because we can go off the back of our run game. But I don't know. Maybe we gotta get a little creative. But back to the scoring. So they have 2 stars for winning by 21. They have a half star from the turnover battle. Look at the rest. Like, our team played very good pink slips defense. They did not earn any scoring until you look at the defensive side of the ball. And even there, they got nothing for the sacks. They had their 3 interceptions. Patrick Queen, Malik Harrison, and Chuck Leck, all linebackers and safeties, so it's most likely picking off, you know, short dink and dunks like how we play with Zappe. Zappe must play in the sim how we use him in real life. So those 3 interceptions are worth 1.5 stars, so it ends up being a 4-star performance. But because it's simmed, we have it, so it's a 2-star and a +4 upgrade incoming for the Baltimore Ravens. So this one stings a little bit. Even though we're not maximizing the +4 that they earn, we're going to be using a +3, where they're going to be sending us their current starting right tackle, Juwan James, who's a 72 normal, and we're going to be sending their way Chris Riddick, 75 start of the rookie out of UCLA. Luckily, our offensive line has been able to keep on keeping on with lower rated offensive linemen, but that is, you know, we just lost what we thought could have been a franchise left tackle. All right, so to squeeze in our 2 games that I want to fit in, I think I'm just going to play the offense. I think that will probably make it so it's not like a 40-some minute video. And I actually wish I looked at the Bucs record because they're 12-3. This is going to be pretty tough. But, you know, fallout from that game, 3 interceptions to 1 touchdown for Zappe. This is not necessarily a benching, but this is something that teams that are, you know, preparing for the next season do all the time. They might bench the better quarterback just to see what they got in Josh Rosen. Like I said, if Rosen's nothing special, if there's not that little bit of magic that we are looking for like that sleeper Madden quarterback, I think I'm probably more inclined with, you know, continuing to develop Bailey Zappe this season, at least into the offseason, right? So we got to give Rosen a game. It's probably not going to be the best game because he's going up against a very good Tampa Bay Bucs team, but we'll try our best to do that. Another thing that I've been seeing in the comments, I always say, like, hey guys, what should we be using for our abilities? Abilities are kind of foreign to me to a certain degree because most of the content that I create does not have any abilities, and I've been asking you guys what are the best abilities to have, and we got a couple suggestions here that I should absolutely look for. And one, I don't know if we actually have it yet. Oh, it is. I was told Human Joystick is actually one of the best superstar abilities. So we're going to actually put that here on Chuba Hubbard. I also had a suggestion for Chase Claypool. He's been a guy that I think we've called out publicly. He has been, for how good he should be, you know, not really the guy that we're looking for here. So I was told that Rote Technician was the ability that we should give Chase Claypool. We actually have a second one that we haven't even been giving to him. Better catch against contested. I mean, that's probably actually what we need. Grab and go is not too bad, but I actually think red zone threat. We need contested catch ability. He's just not coming down with those. So we're going to see if this change up starts to help out Claypool, as well as a quarterback shift to Josh Rosen. So let's go in against the Bucs. My optimism is, I don't know. I guess you could say my optimism is about as good as, you know, Rosen's chances of being that next big quarterback for us. But we got to figure out here what they rock and roll with. They are a very good. They're the second best passing offense. So I was out here kind of roasting Sam Howell, saying I'd rather play Sam Howell than Lamar Jackson. And they're out here, you know, doing the damn thing. So I'm going to take away, I mean, obviously this is more so for the computer. We'll take away the short pass and how we want to attack them. They are the 22nd pass defense. That actually kind of works in our favor here because, let's say, you know, we'll go blitz counter. They don't even really blitz that much. They kind of just sit in zones. So I think we sit in zones. Let's go throw it short. Get some of those boosts there for Josh Rosen. And let's see how everybody's... Like, look, there's my faith in Zappy. I still gave him one of the training spots. This is literally a one game. Let's just make sure. Like, it's most likely that Josh Rosen isn't anything special. He's just a bust. He's a guy that doesn't have it, never had it for the NFL. There's a chance. That's probably the likely. But there is also a chance that he slings it and he can help us beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week. So we are going to see, we're just going to figure out. It's all about collecting data at this point as we send a little upgrade here for our very nice RB2 Dameon Pierce. Let's get in to the Bucs game. Game one of our doubleheader of Hopping on the Sticks. All right, let's see what we can do. Opening drive. Well, there we go. That's a good hard run. I think we're going to do our damage on the ground here today. Even though they have a bad pass defense, we make everyone's run defense look bad. Look at that. Bounce to the outside. Usually, actually, you see a penalty there. Throws the stiff arm on Antoine Winfield. Hard run in here from Chuba Hubbard on the opening drive. Boom! He can run the slant! All right, you know what? We could probably play it safe here and just run this one, but this is also a game we want to win, first and foremost, but I also want to see if Rosen has what it takes. Like, can he make these hard throws? Oh! That was a suicide pass, but it got there. Like, that was more of a drop than it was an accurate throw. I like to see that. 2nd and 10. Put this one back on the ground here. We can still get a first down without scoring a tutty. But that doesn't help us out. I don't know, man. That was just... I didn't see anybody open there. Literally, we would have had to throw that with anticipation that Claypool could just get it. And we don't have that confidence with Claypool this year. So we'll eat the sack and take the points on the opening drive. And the field goal is good. Let's see what the defense can do against Sam Howell, Mike Evans, and company on the Bucs offense. They give up a touchdown. Oh, they kind of bumped into one another. Oh, he's out. Oh, you're lucky. I'm going to say, I don't think Winfield should be catching Huffman there, but my God, Rosen can run the slant just as good as Zappy can. There we go. Chuba Hubbard found a lot of space there against one of the best run defenses in the league, and he gets the touchdown. Grizzlies regain the lead. Defense. It's going to be one of them days. Tell you what, he can run the screen pass too. Easy throws. Rosen's all about that. 6 of 7. 2nd and 6. Chuba starting to suck wind here a little bit. Don't matter. Claypool game. We got 2 tight ends out there at wide receiver when you look at it, right? Great block. And there's our 2nd touchdown. And he's X factor in the zone. Defense, give me 1 stop, please. I don't know. I don't hate that throw. Like, a guy just... He didn't make a play on it. He was open. That was the correct throw. But back-to-back turnovers for Rosen. That's, kind of how the season's gone, right? Okay, Rosen can take off. He can take off, okay. Extends the drive. Little PA crossers. Can he hit this one? Oh, we can draw a PI. He can throw it up well enough to draw a PI. And there we go. The hat trick for Chuba Hubbard. Too bad. A couple rough turnovers and the fact that our defense has yet to stop them from getting a touchdown every time they touch the ball. That's not working out well in our favor. But I'm feeling like maybe Rosen gets a second game here. Come on, let's punch this one in, fellas. And there we go. Sullivan, the backup. He's trying to give us a pulse, man. If we get, like, they're not stopping us. We just got to get a stop on defense, and it's just not happening today. Go, Huffman, stay in bounds. It's slant cheese. I don't care. We're going to do what we can, man, when your defense gives up 49. One more stop. One more stop. Come on. We didn't even get the ball back. Oh, my God. Cheese or not, man, Rosen did the thing. He did it, and we weren't gonna, you know, he made it, so we saved the losing by 21. We eliminate that just a little bit. Oh, man. Just imagine we played a little bit of defense at any point in that game. Hell of a showing. It's a bad loss, though. I mean, no matter what, even if it was an epic game, they still beat us. So they won the game, and they had the turnover battle, which is worth 1.5. Looking at their player stats here, 391 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Just, you know, we brought in Caleb Farley to fucking figure out the defense, and back-to-back weeks of just not good enough play. But Sam Howell gets 1 full star for the yards and touchdowns. Leonard Fournette gets a half star for 3 rushing touchdowns. Scotty Miller gets a half star for over 100 yards. Will Dissly gets a half star for 2 receiving touchdowns. And on the defensive side of things, they get a half star for Justin Jones and Vita Vea both with 2 sacks. A half star for Jordan Whitehead getting the interception. It's a 5.5 star performance for the Bucs. Round that down, it's a 5 star, so a plus 10 upgrade. And they get a spin of the wheel. Absolutely what we can't have happen here. You know, the season's already over, and we're still getting punched in the nuts. Spin the wheel, you know, we're a lot more familiar with the loser wheel than the winner wheel this year. They got plus 20 dev decrease and or draft pick. They just got draft pick. So that means they get our highest draft pick. I don't even know if we have a first rounder anymore. It might be our second round pick, and we give that up for, most likely, their 7th round pick. So yes, our highest pick right now is the 2nd round. So before we even do any player trade, we are just going to send, I was about to send it to the Ravens there. We're going to send the Tampa Bay Buccaneers our 2nd round pick for their 7th round selection. Doesn't matter though. The draft god, I'm the draft god. I'll figure it a way. I'll get a better player with that 7th round pick than that 2nd round pick. Okay, promise. So they're going to spend their plus 10. They're going to max it out. They're going to send us Rasul Douglas, 78 normal dev. I like Rasul Douglas. He shouted out my channel. I'm going to put that in the video right here. But they're going to send us Rasul Douglas, and it's plus 5 to get Caleb Farley. And honestly, I like Caleb Farley. It's the 2nd time he's been on our team. But again, you know, not a needle mover in the sim. We just absolutely couldn't stop them. We brought him. He's a game changer. 6'2" with that speed, 83 overall. That's good enough to, like, you know, feel like you're making any sort of impact on our defense. And in 2 sim games, he just didn't do that. And then they're also going to send us Shaquille Tucker, who's a 68 normal rookie at a Clemson normal dev. And because, you know, he will switch to an inside linebacker in their scheme, we're going to give them Vinny McKinley, 73 hidden dev linebacker. I don't know what his dev trade is. We can probably find out once we ship him off there. But that's what happens when you lose by 10. So as we say bye to him, we're going to convert him to, he's not going to play outside linebacker in a 3-4. We're going to move into an inside linebacker. Maybe he'll be the successor to Levante David alongside Devin White, but I got to see the dev here for Vinny McKinley. At least it's a star. It wasn't like there was an X factor or something crazy there. But best of luck, Vinny McKinley and Caleb Farley. Now all our focus goes on the regular season finale, a.k.a. the Kyle Pitts game. All right, 2nd and goal. Glorified slant play here. 2nd and goal. Maybe we'll go to Tremble. I got a scramble here outside the pocket. Oh, we'll go to who's that, Huffman? We'll go to Huffman. Touchdown machine for us. Good scramble there from Josh Rosen. And the Grizzlies get a score. Atlanta, led by Gardner Minshew and Kyle Pitts, also get a score. There we go. Great call on the screen pass. Big time gainer. Easy passes, man. That's how you win with sub 70 overall quarterbacks. Shocking, huh? Oh, that was an overthrow, but shout out to Divine for drawing the PI. We're going to dial up a little bit of a modified C4 special to the left here. Usually, but we'll go to the right. Irons gets the block. Wow, that is actually an insane tackle from Andre Sisco. Keeping out Chuba. This run defense has been kind of impressive. But there's touchdown 1 for Chuba, and if we want a 5-star, we got to get a whole lot more scoring on the ground with him. Defense gets a stop. Nothing there, man. Eat that one. Throw it in the turf. Live to fight another down. Come on, defense. Get another stop. Field goal's better than nothing. All right, we got 3rd and 10 here. Got to try to get this to Huffman or Claypool, one of our game changes. We are in scoring range. Give us that touchdown buffer. We'll put Sullivan here in a pass pro. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Claypool. And we'll go right here to Tommy Tremble across the middle. I like that matchup. And that is a touchdown. Defense gets another stop. We get a score here. Oh, that's a big slant. All right, we got 2nd and inches on the 12. We do have a timeout. This is where you just want to get Huffman. Nope, don't like it. Could have took the check down there. Take the field goal. Oh! Tommy Tremble! The man that is getting shipped out of town if this goes perfect scenario. What a grab and what a throw. Flex on him. You deserve that. That was insane. It's one of our catches of the year. Let's go to replay there. Off the back foot, throws like a hopping pass. Wow. Go back to the run. That's the kind of team we are. Go back to the run. Oh, man. You can tell Chuba's tired. Doesn't have the same amount of pop. Sets up 3rd and 9. Can we get a slant, coach? Not quite, but we get levels corner. I mean, technically we could still get a 1st down. I'd like to hit Claypool here. Oh, he reaches for it. How is that? That's a 1st down? All right, we'll take that. And I'm actually going to go no huddle so that we keep Chuba out here because we just need that touchdown. There we go. 2nd touchdown, Chuba Hubbard. We might get this. Defense gets a stop. PI. That's one thing that these quarterbacks, the bad quarterbacks, don't. They can't hit those, like, weighted deep passes. But we'll take the PI, and that doesn't count. That was a rush. Oh, Barno gets it. 4-3 speed edge rusher, but we get our own turnover. Thank you for bailing me out. I'll say, man, I like Rosen, man. He feels good. We're going to Chuba Hubbard out the backfield. Gets another 1st down. Actually, we got an audible to a pass here. This is purely pink scoring. We need one more touchdown for Rosen. What are we doing, man? You know, that's just a what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh, that was stupid. We got another turnover, though. This is a ridiculous game. Being contested under ridiculous rules. At this point, we just gotta get the touchdown. We're gonna stop trying to play it fancy. Let's just get the score, keep pummeling them. Maybe get another rushing touchdown for 2, but we get 4, and that's a full start just off tutties. All right, 3rd and 13. We literally have all our backups in. Need a touchdown. Had a chance, man. Divine was there. Take the field goal. We do have the win plus 21 as it stands right now. Defense needs a stop. They get one. Let's go, Claypool. Let's go! Give me him. Give me him. Give me him. Hey, looking at it, we won the game. We won by 21, so that is 2 stars. We had the turnover battle by 1, which is worth a half star. Taking a look at the player stats, Josh Rosen with over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns gets 1 full star. Chuba Hubbard with over 100 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns with 3 gives us a full star. Claypool going over 100 receiving yards is a half star. And on the defensive side of the ball, we had 2 interceptions. Ben St. Juste and Tremont Woods each worth a half star. Gives us a 1 full star. Ends up being a 6-star performance. The 10 that we needed. The wheel spin that we're cheesing. We have a plus 20 upgrade incoming from the Atlanta Falcons in this regular season finale. And even bonus, the follow from this is going to cost us a little less. Because even though for Javon Holland's case, he's in really bad form right now. But Tommy Tremble, the man that we're going to have to send, we're just shaving another point off there. He's now going to be going as an 81 overall tight. I mean, they're getting a good tight end in exchange, but they're not. They're going to be losing a freak of nature, 1-of-1 unicorn type player. We're going to give them a discount. We're only going to spend 19 of the plus 20 that we're forcing here for the final victory of the regular season. We're going to be sending them Tommy Tremble, who actually made an insane grab in that game, who's an 81 star, and obviously we're getting the unicorn. Kyle Pitts, 96 X Factor. He's going to come as a team. I just, give me this. I need to play with Kyle Pitts in this game. I just need to. And just imagine a team with Kyle Pitts, Chase Claypool, who's playing way better. Shout out to the dude that told me to put on the route thing, the rut adjustment superstar ability. He's getting open like no one's business now. Then you have Huffman, 6'3", 6'4", 230. And now you throw in Kyle Pitts. Like, that's a hell of an offense to build around. Be it Rosen, be it whomever. And then we're going to be sending Emmett Caldwell, our hidden dev. I don't know what this is yet, but he's a 75 hidden dev rookie linebacker. And I'm going to flip that for a plus 2 here to get to Kobe Dean, superstar linebacker out of Georgia. I think you just got to take the dev trait. When all is said and done, you got to take the known dev trait. Caldwell could have superstar. This could be a bad deal. But as it stands right now, I'm going with what I know. And then for our last we're going to take a little plus 1 here. And we're going to send Juwan James, 72, veteran left tackle, to get Nicolas Petit-Frere, 73 star dev, 22 years old, out of Ohio State. So it's a little bit more of an upsidey offensive tackle. But Kyle Pitts, I cannot wait to get through this offseason and get ready to use Kyle Pitts as the belle of our ball in year 4 of the vein. How do you get back to the Super Bowl? You get guys like Kyle Pitts on your team. So unfortunately, fellas, as we close out year 3, we did not make the playoffs. We finished 6-11, bottom dwellers in the South. But, it's not all doom and gloom. We made it a little bit fun. For the reward of a just god-awful season, we now have this man. We now have this man on our team. We'll hot press that captaincy badge on him during the offseason. But Kyle Pitts is a Vancouver. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. There has been no other player. We got Micah Parsons is one. We got to play with Micah Parsons a little bit when we won the Super Bowl. Kyle Pitts was the number 1 player that I've been waiting to just have and play with in Madden 22. And it is finally, it's the freaking end of April. and we finally get to try and play with Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, Chuba Hubbard, Claypool, Huffman. Still don't know what the hell we're doing at quarterback. Rosen felt fine. Really, anytime he just wasn't throwing under pressure, he made some throws for us. We don't have any premier draft picks. Our first pick is going to be in the 3rd round. But it's what we do, man. We find the best draft picks. We make it work. So this is where our team ends. We got some talent, man. Nakobe Dean's brand new player. You can kind of build around him on the defense. You got Woods, Holland. You got big old Derek Brown. Like I need to get a pass rusher. I feel like that's one thing that we're missing. A for sure pass rusher, a guy that I can use on the D line. That's not Derek Brown. And I think on the offensive side of the ball, it's just get that 3rd wide receiver, get that 3rd guy. I mean, we did in Kyle Pitts in a way, but get that guy that can maybe get a little bit more of a shiftier guy that you can use the juke stick, make guys miss an open space versus 2 just freak monsters. But I think we can have a good offseason ahead. So the next episode will be the offseason. I don't know when that will be. Sooner than later, for sure. It's draft week. There's gonna be a lot of draft content popping up on the channel. But I want to get into things. I want to get in the next year, figure out who our quarterback's gonna be. Hopefully we can draft one. Hopefully we can find a diamond in the rough quarterback. And it's gonna be very tough to do without a 1st or 2nd round pick. And remember, at the beginning of this year, we had 2 first-round picks and a 2nd round pick. Those are all gone. But it'll be a fun offseason, and I'll see you guys when it's here. It won't be too long. So that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace